Good morning, guys.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So, any updates on the assignment? Okay, leave
Yes,
it.
I was
Yeah.
completed.
It is completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For what type of fields that you have done?
For first name, last name, address, mail ID, and choosing the hobbies like cricket, movie,
Okay.
gender, sir.
Okay.
Password and confirm password.
Okay. You clicked on submit or refresh.
I not done with that.
Okay. Any other fields that you have captured?
Like
You have upload button on the same screen, right? You have hyperlinks on the same screen. Did you try it out, or
no, sir, no, sir, no.
only the fields that we are having in that registration page, you entered the data and you selected the data? That's it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Upload this script to same SharePoint link, Arun,
Okay,
with your name folder is there, right? So maybe you'll have access for that. You can upload that.
okay.
Okay, fine.
Now I can do, sir.
No, take your time. Even after the session is also fine for me.
Okay, sir.
Now let's. Anyone else want to talk? Anyone else completed the assignment?
Yes, sir, completed. I have one doubt on this demo
Okay.
site.
Okay. What is that?
In the skills element,
Uh-huh.
sorry. In country element, we see the drop down menu, sir,
Yeah.
but we don't have any options in that.
How come it is possible? That's application related stuff, right?
Okay.
You're talking about, let me share my screen. You're talking about this drop down skills, this
Yes,
one.
sir. Hmm. No, sir,
These,
country, sir.
okay, country drop down is not having any values.
Yes.
It's application related thing. You can leave it. If you are not able to see that, you just try Control F5. Even if it is not displaying, you can
Okay.
leave it. Just try to go with the remaining fields. It is just for understanding how you are able to design the script. Okay, so it's
Okay.
not mandatory that you have to click on submit or refresh, but I just want to understand how you are able to design the script, and what is the process that you are following. So if some field is, this is not controlled by us, this website is not been controlled by us. Okay, this is just a demo site which I took it from search engines. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So now let's go to Let's go to alerts today. What is meant by alert? How to handle the alerts? Right? What is meant by alert? So there are different types here. If you can navigate to this alert window, there are different types of alerts which are available. We can call it as alert message. We can call it as alert window or pop-up window. Okay, and we can call it as alert pop-up message or warning message. So there are different terms we can use, but still, what is the difference between alert message and alert window or pop-up window? Anyone? Any idea about that? Fine. So alert message is something like where it is going to display the message. That's it. It is giving the information. It is providing the information to the user. That's called alert message. Alert window or pop-up window is nothing but it's a separate window where user can perform different actions. I'll show you the difference as well. First one, alert with OK. If you click on this one, you'll not, this particular alert message doesn't have anything. I am an alert box. This is the information which is providing to the user, and you can click on OK button. That's it. And second one is something like if you click on, you'll have OK and cancel button. Two buttons will be there. Okay, and third one, if you observe, if you click on this button, it will open and you can enter the text. You can enter the text. This kind of actions, if you are performing in the alert box, then we can call it as a alert window or pop-up window. If you are performing different actions apart from clicking on OK or cancel button, sometimes it will allow you to upload a photo. It will allow you to select particular information. It will allow you to enter the address if you click on that pop-up. If you click on that particular button, so sometimes it will allow you to validate your address details based on the zip code that you have entered. So different options are available in the alert window. But the difference between alert message and alert window is alert message will give some information to the user. Alert window or pop-up window is nothing but user can perform some required actions on that alert window. So that is the difference between alert message and alert window. But if we are going to face this kind of situations in the real time, alert window or alert messages are different kinds of alerts, then what will be the case that we have to follow? Generally, when you are going to see this kind of alert messages, anyone, any idea? When you are trying to delete the record, when you are trying to delete the information, when you are trying to click on close arrow button without saving the information. So these kind of cases, if you are trying to delete the record, it will display a pop-up message. Are you sure you want to delete this particular record? So without saving the information, if you click on browser close arrow, so are you sure you want to leave the changes? So there are few cases where you can see alert messages on the screen when the application is being loaded, right? When the information is not being saved. So all these kind of cases will be considered in the real time in order to perform some actions on the alert messages. Before going to understand this perfectly through the code level, automation code level, we need to know two things. There are two types of applications available in the market nowadays. I'm not talking about like mobile applications or web applications or desktop applications. I'm talking about in web applications. It has been categorized as two types. One is multi-page application. Second one is single page applications. Mm. single page applications and multiple page applications. Single page applications, you will never see any kind of alert messages here. Everything will be displayed on the screen. Let me see this one. See, I'm not entering any data. If I click on submit button, it will display a tooltip, I guess. Please fill out this field. It is displaying a tooltip. It's a multi-page applications, we can say. But there are cases, even if you entered some information or some wrong information, on top of the field or bottom of the field, it will display a message saying that please enter first name, please enter email address, please enter phone number. Like that, it is going to display. In multiple page applications, it displays a separate pop-up, separate alert message, separate alert window like this, whatever we have seen here. Okay, separate window like this, separate information it is going to display. If you click on OK, again it will redirect to the same page. So multiple page applications are nothing but alert messages are displaying in a different controls, different pages. Single page applications are nothing but alert messages will be displayed on the same screen, on the same screen. So that's the difference between single page applications and multiple page applications. But Selenium, until Selenium 3.0, until Selenium 3.x version, it will easily find out single page applications, but multiple page applications, it will easily find out multiple page applications. Single page applications, Selenium 3.x, initially it will not be able to find out that. Later on, like Selenium 4.1, now it supports both single page applications and multiple page applications. Understood? Any questions so far?
Understood, sir.
Okay. So how to identify whether it is single page applications or multiple page applications? How to know that? Okay, in order to understand whether the application is single page application or multiple page applications, by default there are two ways. There are many more ways it might have, but still out of which we are going to consider two ways by default. One is by seeing the alert messages. If it is displaying on the screen, same screen, we can consider that as a single page application. And second one is until all mandatory information is filled in the application, the submit or save or whatever, if you want to register the data or if you want to save the data, whatever the button might be, that will not be enabled. This is the default behavior of single page, but maybe based on the code or based on the program, even development team want to modify this one, they can change it. But by default, until you enter the mandatory information means wherever you are seeing this star symbols, right? After the field name, that is a mandatory field. Optional field means even if you are not going to enter the data, it won't happen, nothing will happen. But mandatory fields, you have to enter mandatory fields. Without giving mandatory fields, it will not allow you to save or submit the data. That's the difference between single page applications and multiple page applications. Basically, the single page applications, if Selenium 3.0 is not supported, by the time, what is the other alternative automation platform that we have? Right? So even though it's a single page application, there should be some platform which can be used to automate single page applications, correct? Do you understand my question? I mentioned single page applications will not, Selenium 3.0 will not support single page applications properly, but 4.0 they have released it with the latest modifications and all. Now Selenium 4.0 supports both single page and multiple page. But if Selenium 3.0 is not supporting, at that time, what are the other platforms which can be used in order to automate single page applications? Single page application is not a recent technology. Almost I can say 10 to 12 years before, from 10 to more than that, we have that in the market. That is nothing but Angular JS, JavaScript related development activity is something related to single page applications. That time we have a concept called protractor. That time we have a concept called protractor. Protractor can be used to automate single page applications. Now everything is merged into Selenium only. So you can use Selenium 4.0 to automate any type of application. Clear? Any questions still now? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move on to the program. Now I'm on this page. So I'm going to click on this button. Yes. After displaying this alert message, I want to click on OK button. Okay, let's see one by one. So first alert with OK. I'll come here and I'm going to click on this button and I'm going to click on OK button. So generally, if you want to click on any button, what is the requirement for you? What we need to find out?
Locators.
What is that?
Locators.
Hmm. After maximizing it, I'm going to click on this button. A button class BTN class might have duplicate things. I'm going to copy XPath for now. Okay. Click on the button to see alert message. We need to click on this. So for your reference, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to use thread.sleep. Otherwise, I would have used this one, implicit wait. But for now, I'm using thread.sleep to see whether the data is being filled up or whether we are able to see the alert message or whether we are able to click on that or not. We will see it now. I'm just giving 2 seconds for now. After clicking on that, again, I'm giving 2 seconds. Now I need to click on this OK button. I need to click on this OK button. In order to click on OK button, we have a default method in Selenium which can be used, because here if you are having OK or yes or confirm or these kind of buttons, then we have an option called alert.accept. We have an option called alert.accept is the method which can be used in order to click on this type of buttons. Okay, let's see how it works. Instead of finding out the locator, it's very like complex thing to find out the locator of this particular OK button and then navigating to this particular alert message, clicking on that, it's little bit complicated one, so complex one. So that's the reason we are having default method which we can use it for our execution purpose. Driver dot switch to dot alert dot accept. If you enter this one, it will, I'm just again I'm repeating this thread dot sleep I'm giving for your visibility only. Otherwise we should not give thread dot sleep. Again and again I'm repeating, we should never give thread dot sleep in your practice or in your real time. It is just for the purpose of seeing the result, whether it is displaying or not, whether it is clicking or not. Okay, driver dot close. So executing this program, oh, sorry. Done. Did you observe that? Right, so it will click on that OK button. Suppose if I'm having two buttons, OK and cancel. If I'm having two buttons, if I want to click on cancel button, then what is the message that we can use, right? So let's design that script as well here itself. So I'm just commenting this code which is not required for us. I can say up to here. Okay, now we need to click on this button again. In driver dot find element by dot xpath. This is the xpath dot click. After clicking the xpath, click on the button to see alert message with OK and cancel buttons. Here alert message with OK button, cancel button. This one is once we click on this, now driver dot switch to dot alert dot dismiss. This one we can keep it as click on OK button. This one we can call it as click on cancel button. Understood? You can see after clicking on cancel button, you can see this message as well. You pressed cancel. If you click on OK, you pressed OK. Okay, even in that automation execution also, you can see whether this pop-up is displaying or not. Okay, I'm running this script now. Oh, I did mistake. I understand that now. So I clicked on this button directly instead of, after loading this page, what I have to do? After loading this page, by default, the element is on this particular alert with OK. But I have to click on this one first and then I have to click on the button, right? So instead of clicking, I clicked on this button directly. So we'll get error message there. Right click, inspect. Either you can use link text for this or else you can use XPath for this. It's up to you. Okay, anything would be fine for your scripting part. Click on, what is that name? Driver dot find element by dot XPath is XPath dot click. After this, now it works. Right? Any questions? Did you understand what happened to the script? Any questions, guys? Okay. Likewise, we have alert text box also. If you click on this one, alert with text box, click on this button, enter some text and click on OK. Suppose if you click on OK, hello automation testing user, how are you today? Suppose if you click on something, hello, some random data, how are you today? Likewise, whatever the text that we have entered here, it will display the text and it will pop up a message. It will display a message. Even this also can be validated. Maybe you are not in that area to validate the text right now. It will take time to understand how to validate that particular text, but still just remember this is the possibility that we are having. Okay, so now the third case will be, I'm going to okay, click on alert with text box menu. Okay, we need to click on this one, find out the element. This is also link text. You can use link text or XPath, any one of this. Driver dot find element by dot XPath dot click click on, what is that button name? Straight the prompt box. Click on the button to see the alert window with text box. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. We need to capture the XPath dot click. Capture the XPath of this button. After clicking on this, by default cursor is already there. Maybe this particular element doesn't have the proper information to get it. That's the reason it is not getting highlighted. Let me. Hmm. How to define? Okay, maybe this one is not inspecting the element properly right now. So I'll try to get another page for this one to understand how it works and all. But as of now, I'm just clicking on OK button for now in this area. Okay, with the same text. Right, so execute this one. Right, so that is being done. Likewise, After any questions on the alert messages apart from this one, I'll try to get another application or UI to understand this one. But apart from this, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, I hope it's clear now. So there is one of the important concept in this area. That one is nothing but frames. We can call it as a frames. It's something. It's little bit old concept, but still we do have frames in the market, which is available. Which is available right now in many applications which are being used. Okay, the concept is nothing but frame. Frame means one of the most simple example to understand the concept of frame is your house where you are living. Suppose, let's say I have, this is one of the best example I choose to explain to almost all the batches, whoever is attending this kind of sessions. So if you want to enter into your house, or if you want to enter into your kitchen, right? First step, you are going to enter into your living room, and then you are going to kitchen, right? First step will be onto the living room and then into the kitchen. If you want to come out of your house from kitchen, what is the step? Directly you are going to come out. Don't say that we have other back door where we are going to come out. Don't say like that. But if you have only single door, then what is the process that you are going to follow? Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to explain how frame works. Okay, how frame works in an application. In order to understand, I'm just letting you know the example of your house only. If you want to enter into your kitchen from outside, first you have to enter into living room, and then you have to enter into your kitchen. In the same way, if you want to come out from the kitchen to outside, first you have to come out from kitchen to living room, and then you have to come outside.
Yes, sir.
Right? The same concept of frame also works in the real time. That means there is a box here. If you are able to see this is a box that you are having, right? I cannot perform any action here. Iframe demo, whatever you are seeing here, I cannot perform any action because it is not allowing me to perform any of the actions here. But if you want to enter some data here, I can enter the data. Why? Because this particular text field is inside the frame. This particular text field is inside the frame. You have to enter into this frame first, and then you have to enter the data. If you want to come out of this particular field, then you have to come out of this field and you have to come out of the frame. Right? Directly, if you want to enter some data into this field, it will not allow. Directly, if you want to come out from this field, it will not allow. So there are some steps, there are few procedures which you have to follow in order to enter the text in the frame. If you are not following that steps, then you cannot enter the data. So there are some procedures which you have to follow. Let's see how to enter text here in this particular frame. Okay. I'm creating one more method, one more class. I'm just changing the URL. Instead of clicking on the menu and navigating to that particular page, I'm just changing the URL. Don't worry about that. Usually we need to click on that from the main URL only. But instead of that, I'm just taking that URL and I'm navigating to that page directly. So that's the reason I'm changing the URL. Okay. So once we enter into the page, once we enter into this page, I want to enter some text in this field, right? If you want to enter some text in the field, you have to find out the locator. Right click here, find out the locator, whatever the locator that you are going to have. So without entering into the frame, I'm trying to enter the text. Let's see how the output will be. Okay. Enter info in the text field. Driver dot find element by dot xpath dot send keys. Here I am using automation user. Okay, this is what I'm trying to enter. I'll use thread dot sleep. I'm going to close the browser. For sure, you're going to see the issue. Most of the cases you'll have the issue because you are not entering into the frame. You are just trying to enter the text in the text field where it is inside the frame. Open the browser. It will maximize. Now you can see the error also. Nothing happened. It doesn't enter into the frame. It is not even enter the text. So you can see unable to receive message from renderer. This is not the exact error message where we are expecting, but if you want to see the data to be filled up in that particular field, first enter into the frame. Switch to frame. Driver dot switch to dot frame. We need to give the frame name. Inspect here. What is the frame name? Here, single frame ID. You can give this name directly here. Driver dot switch to dot frame, single frame. Executing this one. Will maximize the browser. It is not entering. Why? What is happening? Just give me a moment. Let's try with this one. Maybe it is not accepting that frame name, I guess. I don't know why. No such element. Oh, okay. It has entered into the frame, but it is not. No. iframe @id single frame. So maybe it's not accepting this one. Let me check another option. Right click, inspect single frame. It is there. iframe. Hmm. I think I have to spend some time on this. I'll work out on this particular area and I'll get back to you. Maybe it won't work out. Otherwise, I'll do one thing. Instead of going with frame, I'll just give some index value and I'll see whether it is accepting or not. Because application wise, I have to look, not from the code perspective. I'll try it out today. If this won't work, then let's see. You understood overall concept, right? So how we are going to enter into the frame and how we are going to enter the text and how we are going to come out of that. So I didn't explain the last step yet through the code. Let's write that code as well. Maybe how to enter into the text you understood, right? Enter into the frame and how to capture the field and all. Those are the regular things. It's not capturing. The frame is not accessible, I guess. Yeah. So I'll try to work on this today and I'll get back to you how it works and how the data can be. Just give me a moment. I got it. I'll go with the same name, single frame. Let's try to execute this one now. Right? Did you observe the text has entered? Earlier, the locator was wrong. Whatever the locator that I have given, that is wrong. Did you understand it now, or do you want me to execute it one more time?
One more
Execute
time.
Yeah, I'm executing this one. You can see that automation user text will be entered into the text box inside the frame. It will maximize the browser. It will enter the text. Right? Now, understand still any questions? understand? Still any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, so we entered into the frame and we entered some text in the text field, but without coming out of that frame, I want to click on this particular menu. If I want to click on this particular menu, what is going to happen? Let's see, without coming out of that particular frame. Click on the menu. Okay, what is the X path of that particular element? Okay, I'm just trying to click on this. Executing this program again. It has entered the text, but it is not able to click on that particular menu. If you can see, even you can see the error message. Unable to locate element. This one it is not able to locate. It means you have to come out of the frame. If you want to come out of the frame, the option is, let me show you. Exit from frame. Driver dot switch to dot default content. If you can use this one, it will come out of the frame and it will click on that particular menu. I'm using this very frequently, but I'm keep on saying you should not use thread.sleep in your real time. Avoid thread.sleep usage in your automation script designing part. Why? Because if you are going to use it, your program execution will take a lot of time. It will maximize the browser, it will enter the text, it will come out of the frame, and it will click on that menu. Right? Did you observe that?
Yes, sir.
Again,
Yes,
I am repeating the execution. That's what I, in the example also I said, you cannot come out of that kitchen to outside directly. You have to come step by step. You have to come outside step by step. Yes, it's done. Any questions so far? Is it clear? Alerts and frames.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll stop the session now today, and hopefully today I'm not going to continue any sessions after this. So your assignment will be on frames and alerts only. Tomorrow I'll take some more time regarding this Windows, because it is somehow typical concept to understand. I can say, like some complex cases will be there to understand how the windows can be displayed and how the tabs can be displayed and all. Maybe it will take some time. So tomorrow I'll spend some more time on the windows to understand how it works in the real time, and we will discuss about web tables as well tomorrow. Both are important concepts and both are somehow it's not simple to understand. Okay, we need to observe a lot and we need to understand how the scenarios are going to work. Okay, so make sure you are going to have some basic information on how to handle web tables using Selenium and how to handle windows in Selenium. Just Google it and get some information. Got it?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
enjoy your day, and when we don't have any sessions today, maybe tomorrow I'll take some more time to complete this one. After this, immediately we are going to have the concepts of framework. Okay, so framework introduction also tomorrow I'm going to start. So how the framework can be configured and how the default frameworks are available, and what are the areas that we need to concentrate on the framework, and what are the predefined annotations that we are having. So are we going to use only predefined or we need to create user defined also? All these things we are going to discuss. Hopefully by, as I mentioned, in next 10 days, we are going to close out. Maybe in the mid, I may not be available on one day, which is on 27th. Okay, so this day I'll not be available, but I'm going to cover this one on in the remaining sessions. Okay, any questions?
Sir,
Tomorrow at what time is class available?
Same time, same time,
Same time.
same
Okay.
time, 8 o'clock. Yeah,
sir,
someone is asking question.
this,
Yeah, Pradeep.
so I'm not able to inspect Caraba, sir.
Okay,
Find out
I already explained that particular point. So crow path you're talking about, right? So
Yes, sir.
usually
Yes, sir.
that crow path is only for practice, Pradeep. In real time, you'll not find out crow path in your office missions or in your office laptop. Maybe they'll not give permissions, or else if they give permissions to you, it's all about your luck if you are using that. But if you want to access or if you want to understand how the XPath is going to display, I'll show you how to download that crow path. You have to enter crow path for Chrome. You'll have this Google add-on at top. One second. Okay, if you click on this one, you'll see this crow path. Once you click on this, I think you have to sign in into the Google account. Then only you'll be able to see this. Okay, it will ask you to sign in. If you sign in, then you will have a button called Add to Chrome. If you click on that, you'll have crow path into your browser.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is a mandatory sign.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions? Fine.
This month they
Tomorrow
will
we'll.
complete, sir.
Yes, Arun.
This month they will complete this automation, sir.
I'm planning to.
Yes.
I'm planning to wrap up because there are some other things that are going to happen. Like your other activities are going to get, I don't know, practice or something else. So my target will be to complete this automation by 31st. So after that, randomly we'll have 1 or 2 sessions for your practice questions and your interview point of view. Whenever you are preparing, we'll have some random sessions for that, maybe weekly once or 10 days once, and we are going to discuss about that. But as of now, our plan to complete the concepts is by 31st. That's how I'm keep on forcing you to go for practice. Spend some time on practice. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Have a nice day.
Thank you.